Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right to the air is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Hey, report.
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 22-yard scamper. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Complete to Mike Evans. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mayfield going to switch things up here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Second and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. And now an audible here into something else. Mayfield looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
180! Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
At the 40-yard line.
Hey, report! Report! Go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Shot. You.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Lamar changing the play. first down. Here's Mitchell. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Yo.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Middle. Hey, Ozzy. Hey, report. 180. Ready, shot.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
You are X. Go. Touch.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Yeah. No, we changed it. No, we changed it. Hey, middle. We changed it. Sit up.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield now. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. Well, it's caught. It's Flowers. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
No,
now Lamar changing the look. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
It's hot. 180. No, we changed it. It's hot.
Jackson from the shotgun. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
180. 180. It's hot.
This time Jackson will throw it. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Play fake. Mayfield. That's caught from Mecca Buka. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And again, it's Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
You. Go ahead. 13.
To throw is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hands up. 180. Hands up. Hey, middle.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can try out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Now, we saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Baker going to change it out.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Run. Point it right. Stop.
Throwing. Mayfield. That's caught by Tucker. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10.
Ravens 20. Buccaneers 10. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 on the 43-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
What? Larry! Nice shot! 13. You change it.
Get out of here with a W on this.
You. Cut!
Throwing is Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Nice shot!
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's get that touch.
180! You change it. Sit up!
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hurry!
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll get about 3 there, up to the 49-yard line. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7.
1-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mayfield on play action. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Buccaneers first down. A gain of 7. First down.
Handoff running left, Irving. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
26-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Irving. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
180! Hurry, hurry! What's up?
Mayfield. This is White on the screen. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now a give, Irving running right. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the 16.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield down. He'll try and do this himself. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
180! Regular. Hey, alert! Pistol. Real. Run. What's up?
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right at the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
180! What's up?
Irving. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. This likely a must-have. Third and goal. They'll set up a throw. He'll try to do this himself. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down.
Hey, on 133. King. Alert. Point it right. Stop.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Hey, middle. 13. Hey, report. 180.
Jackson now. That one into the hands of Flowers. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Middle.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second and 6.
180. What is that? 180. Finish it up.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I love
It's going to be
it.
met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
What a hell.
No gain on the play.
Concussion
It's going to bring up
protocol.
a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Finish it. 180. Finish it. No, we changed it. Let him. You. 180. Finish it. Hey, hey. Sit up.
Here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Right
14 yards out. The Ravens are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Ravens 34, Buccaneers 17. To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're going to try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. Their incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
Hey, come on, alert. Pistol. Real.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
No, we changed it. Hey, Alpha, sit hard. Sit hard. 180. Hey, report. Hey, middle.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And nowhere to fit that football.
Getting on that Donald and college ass. Play every day, all day, and got a job.
Surprised they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Go ahead. Hey,
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Brought down, but able to get it inside the 10 to the 7. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As these guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, Mark, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Open man is Ibuka. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield off the play fake. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One last shot from Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when them in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back they yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by I'm moving the brick. You talk about now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gonna be suing me quick.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Oates, and that's the kicker, Tyler Luke, set to get this started. Off we go here in Baltimore. And he'll stop at 25. The drive will... in there.
Their own 25-yard line.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the 23-yard line.
Right back to Irving. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Regular. Hey, alert. Hey, alert 33. Stop.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He's going to air this one out. And the Ravens are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
First down throw for Jackson. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And he's in. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He'll get that complete to Emeka Egbuka. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. And he'll be sacked up at the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9. Mayfield to throw. Rolling right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
3rd down and 9. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and that is incomplete. Emeka Egbuka, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Mayfield. That is incomplete. Couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Pass right side will be taken in by Walker. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 6.
What? Hey, middle.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
3rd and 11.
Hey, Ozzy. Danny, sit up. You at X. Sit up.
From the gun, Jackson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And he's in! Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. We'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st down, here's Irvin. Off the sideline to the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they're not going to run him down.
He ain't got to win. He's still all time. Nobody got me. I hold the record. I am the all-time leading rusher all across this world.
Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown.
It is what it is. Shout out to France, New Zealand, the Caucasus Mountain. Shout out to Montreal, Canada. There's a statue of the living legend, BigHOG. They say if you're ever in the area, it would be a treat to visit the living legend. BigHOG Mighty. That's what I'm talking about. Fight for me.
And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum,
it's
moments like this. Not only did you just give up a big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last 2 plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse.
They go play action with Mayfield. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Brenton Simpson getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Yeah, I think you can make that. You can make that bootleg.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Pistol. Regular. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Third and long.
Hurry! On it! Alert! Hurry! What's up?
Now Mayfield. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be forced out of bounds. It's a gain of 29. And it's first and goal.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the Ravens' 9-yard line.
What's up?
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Kings! 180! Stop!
They'll go with him again. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for third and goal.
180! Kings!
So a little extra time to think about this third and goal as we've hit the end of the first. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Third and goal.
Hey, alert! 180! Point it right. That's up.
To throw is Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucks. This, about as short as you can get. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers are back within 4 at 14-10.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Shot! Ready! And a shot! Thirteen.
The design run here with Jackson. We talk about a quarterback who can hurt you both ways. That is the one-way defenses just can't stop him. All that speed taking it the distance.
You're exactly right, Mike. This is just one of the elements of the quarterback position that is just so hard for defenses to account for. When they get themselves in space, they in essence turn into a running back. And once they get out in front, there's no catching them.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Now a shot here, deep middle. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Irving. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
Here's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
4 yards. And the first down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
On the handoff, it's Irving. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9. Brings up
On play action, Mayfield exiting the pocket right. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
They'll try to run for it. Here's White. And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line. And that is enough for a first down.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll take this one in. Rashad White. Touchdown Buccaneers.
In this offense, they just continue to find such creative ways to get the ball into the hands of their playmakers. And this time they use the pre-snap motion to help their guy gain leverage. And it's just an easy pitch and catch for the touchdown.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
Hey, Ozzy! We changed it. Go ahead. You at X. Yo.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Pushed out to his left. He's going to run it. And he will be out of bounds. There is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that is all about. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and a yard.
It's a lot. What are you? It's a 13.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this.
Ready?
Now it's second and one.
Hey, Alpha, sit up.
He'll step up and run this.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
At the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
180. Sit hot. 180. Go. Ready, shot. Sit up.
Back to throw, Jackson. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. Here's second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Now Jackson, this a design run. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
My ball.
First and 10.
180. Ready, shot. 180. Ready, shot. Sit up.
Jackson now. This throw right is taken in by Fowler. Here's a second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now it's Jackson.
16-yard line.
He'll go right back to Flowers. And he will score! Jay Flowers! Touchdown, Baltimore. And And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one, it's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Kings. Regular. Hurry. Hey, alert 33. Hurry.
Back to the air, it's Mayfield. Incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. On the ground, it's Irvin. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Mayfield.
That is not me.
Defense up to the challenge there.
That is not me. That's Bank.
And they'll take the ball over on down.
I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. In motion comes Andrews.
Yo.
Going to the right, Joe.
No, we changed it.
Yeah, get up, what you...
Middle. Shut up.
A first down throw for Jackson. Open man, that's Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
13. Hey, report.
Jackson looking to throw. Escaping to his left. He runs with it. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal.
Hey, report! You. You at X.
They'll run with Mitchell. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Luke now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. John Harbaugh will send out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. That one is good. And the Ravens to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Right.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Whoa. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
A gainaway guard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
You.
Second down. Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Baltimore.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Here's Jackson. This one completes downfield to Walker. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
first and 10. Jackson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Don't worry. It's not. 180. Finish up. Hey, go ahead. Yeah.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
No, we changed it.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. Here's first and 10.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
It's up. No, we changed it. Middle. 13. We changed it. You. Hey.
Again, it's Jackson. Flowers with the catch. And he's close to another first down. It's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup.
Jackson going to keep this one himself. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Design run here with Jackson. And he's brought down to 17, but that's going to be good enough. A first down picked up on the ground.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4 down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Sit up! 180! Sit up! Sit up!
Now Jackson, this a design run. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
180! It's up! Report! You are X. It's up!
Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's taken down up past the 35. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. And he will finally be taken down. How about that? A really big play as the final one here in the 3rd. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Irving now gets it to start the 4th. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield.
Breaks it. Especially when they happen all night. That been happening all night.
He should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now 3rd down.
They throw the ball pretty ball.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. I can promise you, this guy, he's hoping to get another shot at it.
And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's another.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Baker.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Forced out wide, and he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. He took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal.
So anytime the quarterback leaves the pocket, immediately all the receivers might have to go scramble drill. Continue to work open, separate, give your quarterback somewhere to go with the ball, but give credit to the defense. They plaster on all the eligible receivers, and he has to just throw this one away.
Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. To throw is Mayfield. And that is caught on 4th and goal. They got it. Emeka Egbuka Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one.
He wanted to go get him.
Here in the fourth quarter.
He need Lamar legs. That's why he ain't nobody. He'll never be. He'll never have a gold jacket.
They got a two-possession game here late.
He'll never have a gold jacket.
And they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
He run for help. Shelter ass now.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away.
Eat soup line chili and cafeteria cornbread.
He's gonna let that
You'll never know what it feel like.
Decision.
Real champ.
To the 35. He'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Sit on! 180! Sit on! 180! Hey, hey! Report! Report! You! Sit on!
From the gun, Jackson. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll be third down. In motion comes Andrews.
180! Ready shot! Ready shot! Middle, middle! 13.
Jackson from the gun on third down. That is caught. He finds Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. This is Irvin, and the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Irvin, and the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
At the 19-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
Mayfield to throw. Going up top for Evans. Great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hurry, hurry! Stop!
They'll run it. It's Irvin. Oh, a loose football. This is taken in by a teammate. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On second down, Baker. And that ball went in too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. Now it's going to be third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Regular. Hurry. Alert. Real.
Here's Mayfield. Big mistake. It was 1st and goal, and it's intercepted.
I should have picked it up.
And he's going to take this back all the way.
I got the trophy, itch. I got the trophy, itch.
It always amazes me, Mike, that these guys
I got the trophy, itch. Playing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day, itch. I let him play.
I don't blame him. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
He'll run with Irving. Finding room at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Going up top for Evans. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
2nd down throw from Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. It's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Mayfield. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. having to use their final timeout.
It's
Stoppage comes with
fourth
just over a
and
minute to play in this one.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Hey, hey. Middle. You change it. Shut up.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down.
I throw a bad pass. You're lucky, bitch.
And it falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Yo.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Jamel Dean that time. All over him in coverage.
You are X. Hey. Get up. You. Report. What are you? What is it? Shut up.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So at this point in the game, Mike, offensively, I think for the offensive coordinator and the quarterback and everyone, they're just trying to build on something. Can you generate an explosive play? Can you bring just a little bit of energy to the huddle and to the sideline? Because throughout most of this game, not a whole lot's gone right. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Shut up! Go ahead. Middle. 13.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second down, Jackson. That's caught, Derrick Henry. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up.
I just want to rock the body of the
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow, with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly I can walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real prop. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than my 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard and live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside it, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove up to shows booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what am I doing? Hey yo, Preem, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats. Alright. 30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab. Alright then. Let's go, Nas. It's time. It's album time. Yeah. It's time. It's time. Black is time. Premiere album still gonna happen.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a cause that's your birthday. You'll find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So
come give me a hug again. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, so it's drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like them and them, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the lady saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, the show, they tell you I'm loco. When the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you in the getting. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making.